Okay, Christian Shrug. I'm getting the feeling just out of the writing that you're a female. I hope that doesn't offend you. I actually like females. If you couldn't already guess that my favorite person in the world happens to be a woman. And all it's the saints that I ask for intercession are females. And my mother and my sisters are my life. So um, as the question goes, thanks, Yusuf. You will be my source for orthodoxy from now on. Thank you, I appreciate that, and I welcome any questions you have. But if the church spoke at Constantinople, first Constantinople, because 150 bishops came to pronounce the authoritatively on the faith, then the church spoke at many other false councils in the early church, which had similar number of bishops. It is inescapable, therefore, that according to the Eastern Orthodox position, the Church of Christ has defected, i.e., officially fallen into error many times at various false councils. This contradicts the promise of Christ. The gates of hell cannot prevail against that which God would be with the church always. Not true. Not true. There was, just as there was Judas, and that there were the Judaizers that infected Paul's teachings, and that there were the Gnostics that infected the monasteries, and that there were the Donatists, and that there were the Arians. That, I mean, for there was a period, 100-year period, where the vast majority of bishops were Arians. It was a period known as Athanasius Contra Mundo. The Catholic Church recognizes, well, it's a historical fact. So the Catholic Church, the Lutherans, the Anglicans, even the Baptists, the Oriental Orthodox, the Eastern Orthodox, the Syrian Church of the East, all recognize this period. There's always the remnant, right? Nestorius was the patriarch of Constantinople. Paul of Samosata, who denied the deity of Christ, had sex with his deaconesses, was the patriarch of Antioch. Pope Honorius of Rome was a Monophysite. The gates of hell did not conquer the church when most of the bishops were Arian, because you had people like Athanasius of Alexandria. I believe Alexander was dead by then, but St. Nicholas of Smyrna, the guy that Santa Claus is based off of, Spiridon of Corfu. So there was always a remnant. The gates of hell never prevailed against it, because what happened to the Arian heresy had died off. And those men who were, I mean, John Chrysostom was exiled 7 times and died in exile, yet he's one of our greatest saints. There are many times where there's tribulation, but the true church always remains. I mean, is the Catholic Church fallen because of what happened with the Albigensians who are practicing Catholicism in the Languedoc region of France? Eastern Orthodoxy is then rejecting the clear teaching of Scripture and the Fathers on papal primacy, and which causes those to accept it to truly wind up believing in no dogma at all. Not true. We absolutely have dogma. And what you stated before, the Roman Catholic Church recognizes plenty of robber councils. It actually recognizes popes that are currently in hell. Again, look at the Borgias. again, what's dogma? The Trinity, the hypostatic union, um, um, the Virgin Mary, Maria, being Theotokos. Um, we have plenty of dogma. We do not have systematic dogma that's based on Aristotelian thought. We have our dogma is revealed, but there's no systematic dogma where therefore this and this and that in figuring out God. But the Trinity is dogmatic. The Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed, that is dogma. Hypostatic union is dogma. All of the councils and creeds are dogma. And there's other dogmas as well. I mean, the resurrection is dogma. Christ's death on the cross is dogma. The fact that Christ had a flesh body is dogma. The fact that Christ is fully God is dogma. So I don't see how you could say that. That's why Leo the Eighth said, "Those who reject one dogma reject all faith." Well, everything that we believe, the Catholic Church once believed, right? We haven't added to nor taken away from anything. The Roman Catholic Church, or I should say the Papal Latin West, has added to and taken away from the faith. Just look at Vatican II. The Roman Catholic Church, when they look at us, and I've heard bishops say this, and I've heard popes say this, that there is nothing heretical or blasphemous in the Eastern Orthodox Church. They are just in schism. That our holy mysteries, which you guys call sacraments, are 100% valid. They even encourage their followers to take our Eucharist, although we have a closed communion, so we don't allow non-Orthodox to take the Eucharist because it could kill you. This last Sunday, I didn't take the Eucharist because I didn't go to confession. And it's extremely dangerous to take the Eucharist improperly. I guess the fact that the Eastern Orthodox does not and cannot really believe in any dogmatic council. We absolutely see Nicaea, 7 ecumenical councils are absolutely dogmatic. I don't know where you're getting this. Is why it's so appealing to so many. It provides the comfort of Protestantism. No. Yet the appearance of ancient tradition. At the same time, the feel of liturgical piety and the illusion of hierarchical authority, brother. I mean, no disrespect to you, but it really sounds disrespectful. You are actually quite brilliant. I simply have too many questions. We'll keep asking them. And it's this type of misunderstanding that I want to clear up, because we absolutely have dogma, right? And we have anathemas. We announce anathemas. I mean, if you announce anathemas, you definitely have dogma. To those who embrace the Arian heresy, anathema. To those who embrace iconoclasm, anathema. I mean, look at the triumph of orthodoxy when we parade around icons. Do I have a proper icon? Shoot, I don't have a proper icon within reach. But we parade around our icons, you know, if this was wooden. Hold it up, and then and the priest says, to those who embrace, say, Nestorianism or Monothelitism, and the whole crowd yells, anathema. But no, ask any Roman Catholic priest, bishop, monsignor, deacon, ask them if the Eastern Orthodox has dogma, and they'll say, yeah, and they stick by their dogma much, much more than Rome does, unfortunately, because Vatican II really screwed up a lot of stuff, and then the stuff after Vatican II really screwed stuff up too. The liberties that were taken after Vatican II, turning around the altars, um, it's bad news. Uh, it is dogmatic to believe that the holy mysteries, the bread and wine, are the body and blood of Christ. That is dogmatic. Where's my oh, do I have it on me? I don't have my prayer book on me. But to say that we don't have dogma, that is, I don't know where you're getting that. The Trinity, if you do not believe in the Trinity, anathema. You are, that is dogmatic. You must believe in the Trinity to be Orthodox. You must profess the Trinity to be Orthodox. You must recite the Nicene Creed to be Orthodox. You must believe in the hypostatic union to be Orthodox. You must refer to Our Lady as Theotokos. That is dogmatic. That's a dogma. She is Theotokos. The confession is dogmatic. All of the holy mysteries are dogmatic. We do not have systematic theology, doctrine, dogma, or theology. We don't have systematic, which is what causes Calvinism. But no, there's no, again, as I said in all the other videos, this hedge that is the councils and creeds, there are many ways you can be in it, but if you step outside of that, you are anathema. You might get chastised at first and just get excommunicated. But if you stay out, you are anathema. And once you're anathematized, it's hard to come back because you are cursed and thrown out. But we've been talking about this. I've been making videos all day or this afternoon. How can you say that we don't have dogma? I kind of wonder what you think dogma means. Dogma is that which is necessary to be believed if you're going to call yourself Orthodox. It's undisputable. You can't dispute it. And as for us being like Protestants, we view the Roman Church as the first Protestants because they wanted to do their own thing. They broke away. They changed the creed, the Nicene Creed, willy-nilly. Now, it's true the Pope is first in honor, right? But all bishops are equal. Cyprian, Saint Cyprian, a church doctor of the Roman Catholic Church, said to Stephen, and I think Pope Stephen the First was correct in arguing with Cyprian, because Cyprian was a old curmudgeon, an old crank. But Cyprian is right. He says, "You're only Bishop of Rome. You have no authority over Carthage. No bishop has authority outside of his jurisdiction." Now, the Bishop of Rome is first among equals, and he has a special place because the three original sees were Rome, Antioch, and Alexandria. and then Jerusalem and Constantinople were added later. But you do realize that the Roman Catholic Church and also every Protestant church accepts Nicaea and Constantinople. You know this, right? I actually ran into someone who said they were Roman Catholic that said that the Roman Catholic Church rejects Nicaea, which was just silly. No, but I don't know how you can say we don't have dogma. We're the only church left that has dogma. These things you must believe, or else you are not Orthodox. The Roman Catholic Church has become so liberal. The Methodist Church has become so liberal. The Presbyterians are either liberal or fanatics. The Episcopal Church has become so liberal. To me, what it looks like is that the Orthodox Church is the only church that actually has dogma and believes in it. So I'm kind of stunned by this this comment here. I'd love to know what you mean by it. Please keep asking me questions because it'll clarify what you mean by this. And I agree with what Pope Leo said. Those who reject one dogma reject all faith. 100%. Absolutely. No truer statement have I ever heard. That's absolutely correct. All right. Peace to you. The appearance of ancient tradition? What? In a field of liturgical piety? And the illusion of hierarchical authority. You know, realize we have patriarchs and primates and bishops and priests and deacons and subdeacons and acolytes. You know this, right? Yeah. So I don't know what you mean. Ignatius IV was my patriarch, but when he died, I honored him and I went under Ignatius of Kawawas, who is the Syriac Oriental Orthodox. Yet I still go to the OCA, and my confessor is a Coptic Orthodox priest. But how you can say this is jaw-dropping. I don't know how you can say any of this, especially after all the videos that I made about how the bishops were killed for turning their back on dogmatic statements of faith. All right, peace to you, and please ask more questions because this really, I want to get to the bottom of this. Peace to you.